Okay, this is a presentation about effective presentation workshop. This is the evidence number 1, and my team is formed by me, Marcela, Anacelina, Brisa, Diego, Valeria, and Agustin. This is the list of 15 graphic elements that you use in a presentation. It's so important to use because they attract your audience attention, and so important to clarify the message that you want to talk about your audience. For example, color is so important in your presentation because if you have a strong color or a very for example a very intensive yellow, your audience don't grab the attention because they difficult to read because the yellow is so strong. Lines, texture, typography, space, contracts, and effects, it's so important to use in your presentation because the aspects seems your presentation more formal and more understandable. Image, graphics, logos, videos, and statistical data, it's so important in your presentation because they can help by your audience understand the topic. In your plain image, graphics, logos, your audience have an example or a maybe example in the real life. And statistical data, it's so important because if you want to present some statistic or numbers, you need to color or something like that for the audience grab the attention and focus in that numbers. Relationship of planning. There are many ways to plan your presentation. An example of this is know what you talk about and make a plan where organize your points are going to be touched as subject. Remember, you don't need to memorize all your presentation. Another important issue of relationship of planning, you need to know your audience and need to know what to talk about. And then you need to investigate about this topic and investigate the possible question and make some answer for possible question on now how you answer about question. This is a skills so important for when you planning a presentation, but there is something that you want to plan because they don't have in your hands, but the things that you have in your hands you need to plan for your presentation. Have a good presentation and good planation. They have some types of presentation. They have informative presentation, persuasive presentation, goodwill presentation, institutional presentation, multi-purpose presentation, and arousing presentation. This presentation depending for the topic that you want and that purpose or your topic or about your message. How I say it, you need to know about how I want to talk about. For example, I want to show you how cook. Okay, this is a maybe an institutional presentation because they say it's used to tutorial classes, and this is depend of that you want to do in your presentation and what is your purpose of your presentation. Then there's other type of presentation that is decision making presentation and other presentation. Other presentation it's mean the combination of around those or presentation are used to entertain and strategies. Then I will show you communication skills in your presentation. The types of communication are for their verbal, non-verbal writing, and visualization. This type of communication skills is so important for you have effective presentation. You need to apply this type of communication skills to grab the attention. If you, I say that the four is complicated, but if you apply four type of presentation, you have more success in grab your audience attention and to be more receptive your audience with you. An audience for a successful presentation, there are different type of audience. when you present a topic. Maybe your audience it was boring or sleepy or something like that, but if you're on your hands. But I consider that if the audience is that, it's because they have learned about this specific topic. And but they have some weird cases that this audience is not more responsible to learn, but you need to know your audience. The first step is talk about interesting topics, and your audience is about this topic interesting, and you need to answer the question why I'm here and what I want to learn. This is help your audience, and it's how to capture all attention, and it be easier to keep their attention to that presentation. And it's so important to manage your audience and know how you direct it, because it's not the same when you direct it with teenagers or when you direct it with some older people. Well, this is the final of presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the end.